I'm David Daguise and I'm the General Manager for Pullman Jakarta Indonesia.
Before we start, we would like to congratulate you on your new position in Jakarta. Can you briefly share your journey so far in the hospitality industry?
My journey started more than 25 years ago now. I started in Europe and then I made my way to the Caribbean, Indian Ocean, and then finally to Asia. I worked for different hotel companies, international chains, and then I've been here at the Pullman Jakarta for the last 3 months now.
Most of your working life has been spent in Asia. Is there a reason behind it?
Well, Asia has always been a continent that I was attracted to. So from the west, I made my way slowly but surely to the east, as we call it. And I believe Asia has that melting pot. I mean, the culture is exceptional and also the people are very kind and hospitable. So I think that's really what attracted me to that destination.
During those years working in Asia and moving on to Jakarta, what has changed between then and now in terms of the hospital industry?
I think a lot of things have changed the last few years. I mean, obviously, when I started 25 years ago, it was very, very much different. I remember I was still working with a fax machine. So first of all, I would like to talk about the technology. The technology, the way it evolved the last few years is just exceptional. And of course, I think we should talk about the guest expectations. The way people travel nowadays, where they go to and how they get to those destinations. I think what a major change is obviously the digital era. Everything is digital nowadays, so we need to adapt. And I think the hospitality industry has changed many ways the last few years and has many changes to come ahead, to be honest.
What about your own experience in Jakarta? How do you like the city so far?
I think the city is exceptional. The city is so dynamic, so colorful. And of course, what makes it is the people. The people are very hospitable and very kind.
As the leader of Pullman Jakarta Indonesia, what is it about the hotel that stands out from the rest? What is your competitive edge?
Well, I think Pullman Jakarta Indonesia, it's part of history for Jakarta. It's been here for more than 50 years now. So it's a property that is so well established. It's a landmark for the city, really. So it's in a perfect location as well in central Jakarta. And we also have an exceptional food and beverage offer with many different outlets in the property. So really that's what I believe makes the difference.
What changes are you making now since you took up the position as general manager? Or could you share some of things you have planned for the future?
Pullman Jakarta Indonesia is going through a new dynamic right now. So I think we're becoming more vibrant. There's a lot of changes coming up. Of course, I wouldn't want to reveal everything in one go, but there's a lot of changes coming in, mostly on the digital side and as well, of course, from the food and beverage. So stay tuned.
You have more than 2 decades of experience in the industry, but which one would you prefer more? Joining a pre-opening team or a pre-existing team? And why?
I mean, obviously the two of them are different. They're both as exciting as each other. So I think it's a different mindset, basically. It's really difficult to choose between one or the other. Once again, it's a different mindset. The fact to open a property, work on a project, and then build a team is obviously very exciting. But it's also very exciting to take over an existing property and once again inject a different dynamic to that property. So very difficult to choose in between. Let's say I like both.
In your own words, what are the most important qualities for a successful general manager?
Well, obviously, I think you have to be passionate, first of all. But you also have to be curious, you have to be witty, and you shouldn't be scared of taking risk. A general manager's career is made of decisions and is made of risk as well. So I think keep looking up, And of course, always have that determination to achieve your goals. That would be the most important.
After a hectic week, what do you do to unwind?
Well, I like to spend time with the family, obviously, because the week is mostly dedicated to work. So usually I spend time with the family, we go out, we explore the city, we explore the country, and we also like just to stay at home, do a bit of gardening, and stay with family and my cat, yes.
Do you have any advice for budding hoteliers trying to make it in this industry?
Well, be passionate, be curious, don't be scared of changes, and you also have to be very flexible. And one last piece of advice, don't be scared to follow your dreams.